Good morning, what's going on, fam? This your main man, KCPL, King Self for Life, Wrestler Takes. Here to give you my honest thoughts about what went down last night on AEW Dynamite live from the Phoenix Suns Arena out in Phoenix, Arizona. The crowd was hot all night. I want to take a time to salute Miss WWE herself. If you know who Miss Stephanie Hypes is or Hayes is, she's one of the biggest WWE heads I know. She was in the house and she actually said she had a great time for the first time going to an AEW show. I said, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm glad she had an outstanding time. She got an opportunity to meet some of the wrestlers. She took a picture with Miss Willow Nightingale. I'm glad she enjoyed herself. All right. I thought Dynamite was a great showing. I say, TK, these are the shows that we want. I tell you every day, consistency.
What do you want to do?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. I don't know why my car does that. The car, she just started talking out of nowhere. I'm like, it's silly. But anyway, yeah. Consistency makes you a better promoter. It makes you a better booker. Everybody and their grandma know TK is a decent to great wrestling matchmaker. The one thing that we all get on this case about is about becoming a better booker. And you know how you become a better booker? By getting help. Now, last night, I thought he did a fantastic job. There was still some things on the show I wasn't really feeling. But overall, we're 3 weeks away. And yes, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. AEW's big announcement. They are pulling up back. They're going back to the TD Garden. It's called Big Business in Boston. We already know exactly who we're talking about. 5 weeks of build. 5 weeks of build until you know who makes her AEW arrival. It's going down. Listen, just get us synced in. I tell TK all the time, cliffhangers. Nope. Oh, I don't know why. I gotta figure out how to shut this mic thing down because I don't know why. Every time I try to record, the mic thing always just go off. I apologize about that, y'all. Cliffhangers in pro wrestling always makes cats say, I gotta come back for the next episode. Every time. I don't care how you look at it. Why you think everybody and their grandma was talking about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown? Even for all, listen, regardless if it's a positive or negative reaction, it's a reaction. Rock pulling up and quote unquote taking Cody Rhodes' spot at WrestleMania got the entire world. We still talking about it. And guess what? The press conference is tonight. I can't wait. Listen. I got my service thing I got going on. I watch church first, so then afterwards I'll just watch it later on. So everybody else gonna know ahead of time before I know about it. But I'm telling you right now, the be continued factor is what makes pro wrestling great. Now, what I want Tony Khan to do is on Dynamite next week, we get an explanation. Well, obviously, you know, Young Bucks, they want the tag team titles, but I want them to open up where we left off. That's what makes pro wrestling great. You can have the in-between matches all you want anytime. You can always open up with a pro wrestling match anytime, but it's always going to come down to how the story is that grabs people in, that gets people interested. So they open up with Swerve and Hangman Part 3. And let me tell y'all something. I normally don't say nothing like this. They haven't had one bad match yet. Those two are forever dance partners. Swerve and Hangman are forever the two. Listen, you know how remember how Triple H and Shawn Michaels, as great as they was as a tag team, they made a fantastic rivalry because anytime they got in the ring together, they just made magic. That's exactly what Swerve and Hangman do every time they get in the ring together. The two of them, I guess they said, look, we got to ball out. And that's exactly what they did. Prince Nana got whacked, got beat down. So the whole stipulation was whoever wins, because these are the number 1 and number 2 contenders for the AEW World Championship. Whoever wins gets some more Joe. Now, everybody and their grandma knew dang well it was going to be a triple threat. We was just like, all right, so how do we get there? Prince Nana got whacked with a chair. These two was just going all over. I mean, just all over the place. I mean, man, listen. And right when Swerve did his move on Hangman, clock ran out, time ran out. So Hangman was laughing. Hangman didn't give a crap. Listen, I believe we got a double turn, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you about it in a minute. Swerve got on the mic. He said, "Nah, we ain't gonna end like this. We are not gonna end like this. You already know the game, Hangman. 5 more dang minutes." Hangman got on the mic and said, "Nope, you ain't beat me. I ain't give you another shot." Ladies and gentlemen, we got a freaking double turn. Swerve is a babyface now. Swerve is a freaking babyface. So you already know, going into Revolution, everybody and their grandma wants Swerve to everybody. This is why I think Swerve's not going to win. I'm serious. And you know what? I'm cool with that. Because, you know, everybody talk about the struggle and adversity for Cody Rhodes and everything. This whole deal, I tell you about the genuination of us getting into that mountaintop. And this storyline that's going on with Swerve right now is just took to another level. Heel Hangman just might be the thing that can get him back to where he needs to get to. Because Hangman kind of fell off. But him dealing with Swerve, man, look. Listen. It's going to come. Listen, something's going to happen in that triple threat with Samoa Joe. Something is going to, I don't know what it is. Something. I'm looking forward. Listen, Revolution kind of got me, they got me a little bit excited right now. We still got about 3 weeks to build up. We still got matches to be added to the card. But listen, Tony Khan and company literally could have a bounce back pay-per-view from what that trash we got at World 10 last year. This could be a bounce back pay-per-view with all the positivity that's hitting the fan right now with AEW. Man, listen, Samoa Joe ticked off. He said, first of all, since neither one of them clowns win, I shouldn't be wrestling no way. But since these fools don't want to quit, I'm going to have to manhandle both of them, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Because ain't nobody taking this doggone championship. I like that energy. I love it. Great promo for Samoa Joe. Right away, we got the BCC versus the CML boys. Now, this is where Tony, I know what he's trying to do. The CML cats are going to be involved in Forbidden Door 3. That's basically what they came through. So Tony Khan is kind of somewhat trying to get us introduced, because I don't watch the CML, so I'm not really outside of Sin Cara, but he changed his name. Outside of Sin Cara, I don't really know any of the CML cats. I don't. So what Tony Khan is trying to do, he's trying to get this beef between them. Now, was the match decent? Yeah, it was decent. But like I said, for me, I'm still not quite on board, because you got to engraft me in. You literally had to engraft me in to get me interested, because just having a good matchup ain't it. It's the story behind it. It's the story. Everybody and their grandma gonna tell you the same thing. BCC won, and they kind of quote unquote cheated, because I'm about to call him by his WWE name. Claudio Low Blow, one of the cats, and that's how they got the victory. So obviously this ain't nowhere near over, because after the matchup you had all these other CML cats came out, and then you had a couple of cats from the locker room. So something is brewing. I get what TK is trying to do. Like I said, he's trying to get cats invested in this. Like I said, I just need a little bit. I need to care just a little bit more. Like I said, that's what TK, Moxley, Brian, all of these cats are gonna have to get me to really care about these CML cats. They really are. Right after that, we got Deoanna Purrazzo coming out on commentary, because she was watching Mrs. Toni Storm take on my girl, Red Velvet. I said, you already know. Decent matchup. Like I said, Red always gonna come to the table. Red gonna come to the table. I'm telling you, I love Red Velvet. I just want Red Velvet to just be presented like somebody that matters. That's all that matters to me. Jade ain't there no more. So now it's time to start building up Red. Listen, the sisters in AEW they there. They are there. I just don't want to see my sister just there, just jobbing out all day. That's one of my biggest complaints about Tony Khan concerning us. But like I said, he got one getting ready to come through, and we know when she pull up. You feel me? When she pull up, the games are up, TK. The games are up. No more games. No more freaking games with the women's division. No more games. She beat her, and Deoanna Purrazzo was basically said that I'm not here to be playing games with this girl. I'm not. This woman knows me, I know her, but this persona that she's running around with, that's not the real her. But I'm telling you that in Revolution, Revolution, I'm about to manhandle that girl, and I want the real Toni to show up, not this fake wannabe Marilyn Monroe chick. So after them, I believe we got a backstage segment. So on Rampage, OC's going to defend his it's gonna be is the collision or Rampage? It's one or two. We get the 6-man tag team match with the Kingdom versus OC and the Squad. But on Rampage, I think he's supposed to be defending the championship against somebody. So they said Chuck E. Cheese was supposed to get checked on. Next thing you know, they cut to the, wherever the situation was, the Kingdom was beating the brakes off of them. And I say, to get the Kingdom to feel more important like they should, because they should be the most devious group in AEW right now, they should just be jumping everybody. That should be the name of the game. They should be jumping everybody. It shouldn't even be this patty cake stuff. You really want us to give a crap about the Kingdom? Now, don't get me wrong. I still can't wait to see Roger Strong manhandle OC, because OC, I'm tired of OC. Like I said, I'm an OC head. I am an OC head. I don't care what nobody got to say. OC is a great character. He's great in the ring. It's just the way how he's been presented. OC is one of those characters that he should be protected. It's not that he should be put over, because instead of being protected, it's like he's over pushed. And that's one of the major reasons why a lot of people they're not really on board with OC. Me, I'm just ready for OC to lose that championship. That's all that matters to me. But Chuck E. T got jumped, and like I said, it's going to be a 6-man tag team match. I don't know if it's on Rampage or it's on Collision, one or two. But that's that situation. What else transpired on this show? Okay, we got Jericho versus Takeshita. Great matchup. He put over Takeshita, and Takeshita beat him with his own move. Sammy Guevara came out of nowhere and laid out Will Hobbs, hit him with a chair right in the face and ran him off. But it wasn't enough. Takeshita beat Jericho again, and he beat him with the walls of Jericho. Made that fool tap out. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people aren't on board with Jericho and all the crap he does, but like I said, when he wants to show up and give you a great matchup, he will. And this young man Takeshita, listen, TK, whatever you do, it's time to start making some of these vicious cats feel more vicious. I like the matchup. I like the result. Great result. Fantastic result. But it's time for these cats to feel like they really matter. You know what I'm saying? We're not just putting them out here just to be putting them out there. What else transpired on this show before I get to the main event? Because I feel like I'm forgetting. Like I said, anytime I'm not looking at the actual notes or whatever, I always end up forgetting something. So I apologize about that. But the crowd was fantastic. Phoenix was great all night. All night. So I want to say it's time for the main event. So the main event is a Texas Tornado beat the brakes off your opponent match for the tag team titles, Ricky and Big Bill versus Sting and Darby Allin, and they did disappoint. There's one thing about Sting in these tag team matches. Sometimes they be garbage, but for the majority of it, they be off the chain. And you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at all. I take my hat off to everybody, because everybody showed up. Big Bill showed up. Ricky out here looking like he don't know what's going on. I don't know what's about to happen with Ricky. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know. But they all showed up. And listen, anytime Darby is out here looking like a crash test dummy, I mean, that's what he do. That's what he brings himself to the table. That's what he's there for. They win the tag team title. Oh, and Sting's his boys, man, I'm telling you, Carve and Copy. You was looking at two younger, and then his daughter too. I say, oh my goodness. So you know they was winning the titles. It wasn't even a question. They win them. They come to the ring, celebration. Everybody's happy. Next thing you know, the Young Bucks, the true Young Bucks, savage Young Bucks. These are the Young Bucks that I care for. Not the clowns that was, I don't know what they was, but these, the cats that did what they did on Dynamite, that's the Young Bucks I care about. Savage Bucks, pulled up in they white suits and they beat the living dog poop out of both Darby, Sting, and his sons. They beat the brakes off of, they bust them open, put the blood on us. I said, Savage Bucks is what's needed. They've been in a slump ever since the CM Punk debacle. But I love it. Like I said, I'm ecstatic. We got the matchup going down. Heel Young Bucks are always what's best for business. I've been waiting. I've been sitting up here asking myself, all right, when these cats are going to start showcasing that they mean something? Because I've been like, all right, we got this cliffhanger. They left us off on a cliffhanger. Savage Bucks beat the brakes off the new AEW Tag Team Champions. I love it. I said, this is what I've been waiting on. I say, this is the to-be continued factor that makes wrestling great. I don't care what promotion it is. To be continued factor is what brings us into the next episode. That's what I look for week in and week out. I don't give a dang what promotion it is. And I didn't say anything about NXT. Heel Mello. Listen, he pulled a book straight out of Shawn Michaels. Remember that time when Michaels was quote unquote still dealing with Bret Hart and he was on Raw? And he said he was finna confront him, and then Bret Hart's music went off, the fans went crazy, and he was just basically trolling. That's exactly what Mello did. Mello was, he had put on whipped that trick music, and it was just a troll job. I said, Heel Mello might be something crazy. Listen, I like Babyface Mello, but Heel Mello could be something different. It could be. But ladies and gentlemen, I ain't really got nothing else to say. Look forward to tonight. We got that doggone press conference. What the clown is finna happen at WrestleMania 40. We're going to figure it out. And it sounds like CM Punk pulling up. Don't know what that means. I don't know. But CM Punk will be in attendance. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my honest take about Dynamite. I thought the show was great. Like I said, I'm still not feeling this CML stuff. I still need a little bit more explanation as to why they're here. Why did they come through? Same thing with Jericho, even though he gave us a great matchup. And then, like I said, man, it's on from there. It's on. Like I said, I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all cats know what to do. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And it's on for that, man. This your main man, KCFL, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes. I'm gone.